What's up, everyone? It's Hey John, and I jabber opportunities nonstop. And today I want to discuss a cryptocurrency that is literally changing lives as we speak, some for the better and some for the worse. Now, as you know, in cryptocurrency and equities, the saying and the old adage goes, scared monies don't make no money. With that being said today, this particular cryptocurrency I'm going to cover, well, it's going to be one of those ridiculously risky plays, but at the same time, a little can go a very long way. And let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Here we go, folks. We are looking at Terra USD or UST, and I want to show you guys something on the chart. Look right here, folks. At 12:45 a.m., we depegged and went to 29 cents. And then at 6 a.m., we depegged again and went to 30 cents. So I want you to remember the two times, 12:45 and 6 a.m. Now here we are, folks. We are now looking at Luna. And let's go ahead and look at the same times to see what happened. 12:45, you can see when we depegged, Luna went to $4.58. And then when Luna depegged again, it went all the way down to about 92 cents at 6 a.m. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I wanted to show you this is because every time we see a depeg, when it goes lower than where it was before initially in UST, because UST is supposed to be $1. So technically speaking, it's already been depegged multiple times and days now. And every time the UST hits around 29 to 30 cents, well, guess what happens to Luna? It comes down and makes a new lower low. Now, the reason why I think this is going to literally be the trade of the year, and I believe it will be, but again, please understand that this is going to be one of those, oh my God, you are literally being a degen gambler if you're going to go into this play, and you better believe lots of people will do this and you will see lots of volatility in the near term. Now, the question is, when should I get in? What should I do? So no one can tell you when to get in or get out, but we can see from the charts of, hey, this is where the majority of people decide to jump in and hodl. And we can see here, folks, from the beginning of time, the price where it's the lowest is around 14 to 20 cents. And from that point on, from 2020 all the way up to 2021, that's when it started to move back up. So if you are able to practice some patience and some self-control, a little here can go a very long way. Now, I am not telling you guys to buy or sell this cryptocurrency, but I'm just showing you guys that Terra Luna is literally, well, was literally a top 10 crypto about 3 to 4 days ago as of this recording. So with that being said, so even though I call this a degen play, at the same time, it really isn't, because this is one of your quote unquote blue chip cryptocurrencies. Now, do understand that it is extremely volatile, and I want you guys and gals to put on your tinfoil hats, because we're seeing some very interesting, I would say, theories up here, and let me show you guys. So here we are, and we are going to put our tinfoil hats because this is a theory promoted by some individual. It's anonymous, and this goes on the adage of the source is trust me, bro. So essentially what this is saying is that BlackRock and Citadel, they borrowed some money from Gemini, some BTC. They went to Mr. Do Kwon at the Terra Foundation and they said, hey man, I do not want to rock the markets. So why don't we do a OTC trade, over the counter trade? And that means I just give it to you directly. And we all know that Anchor Protocol, Terra Luna, UST, they're all intertwined. And essentially what they did was they borrowed some and they bought a ton of UST. And Mr. Do Kwon gave it to BlackRock and Citadel and said, hey, you know what? I trust you guys. Here it is. And BlackRock and Citadel turned around and said, psych, sucker. And they started to sell off, and they were opening up short positions. And now they are making tons of money over your dead crypto bodies. Now, this is one of those theories where, okay, how do you prove that? Well, you really can't. And that's kind of why I said put on your tinfoil hats, because this is on par with the GME boys, where they all have the trust me bro mentality. And in my opinion, that is an echo chamber. While it may have some validity to it, but at the same time, it's a little interesting to say the least. So with all that being said, irregardless though, I think this theory may hold some truth to it. So the question here is, why did UST depeg? On May 9th, 2022, UST depegged and plunged from a $1 to a low of 68 cents. And they don't know why, and they do not know whether or not it will recover. But what they do know is that the curve pool was being emptied. People were cashing out and they were going into other stablecoins. So essentially right here at CoinMarketCap, they also talk about the collateral decreasing. So maybe, just maybe, this tinfoil theory has some nuggets of truth in it. How much? Nobody knows. But as they say, with every perspective, with every angle, there's always a few nuggets of truth, and then everything else gets ballooned around it. Now, after seeing all this, I'm inclined to believe, yes, it's possible that this is a reality. But at the same time, from a trader's perspective, what has changed fundamentally with Terra Luna and UST? Well, the collateral decreased because of the supposedly over-the-counter trade from Do Kwon to Citadel and BlackRock. If there is one thing that you should never ever do in the cryptocurrency market, it is to never do something like this. I lost over 450k USD. I cannot pay the bank. I will lose my home soon. I'll become homeless. Suicide is the only way out for me. Please, for the love of God, never be this individual. It's a very bleak place to be in a Terra Luna space currently. For everyone panicking, here are some national helpline numbers. Holy moly, there is a lot of numbers here, folks. It goes literally across the world and across the globe. And the reason why these numbers are all over the world is because cryptocurrency, DeFi, is a worldwide phenomenon. DeFi is worldwide. It goes everywhere as long as there is internet and a working computer. So I did want to explain what is Luna. And Luna essentially is using other methods to back their currency. Now they are using Bitcoin, they are using Avalanche to use these as assets to back Terra Luna. But you have to remember, using crypto to back a crypto is a little cuckoo. And the reason why is because crypto is very volatile. Now, if you see other stablecoins such as USDC, Tether, BUSD, well, they use more boring ways to back their currency, such as fiat dollars and any other sort of boring vehicle. And that's kind of why theirs is so stable. But remember, folks, nothing is immune to a collapse. And we are now seeing even Janet Yellen, even she is addressing Terra Luna when she went on to a speech the other day. She was saying that stablecoins, while they are necessary, we do need to regulate it and give it a framework as to what should a stablecoin be. And I saw John Woo go onto Bloomberg and he was saying, hey, you know what? Stablecoins are here to stay and they help facilitate tons of transactions in the DeFi space, and they are necessary in order to keep the fluids of the DeFi space moving. With all that being said, leave me a comment down below with what you're gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I am going to make a degen play into Terra Luna. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I will be watching this, and this could be the play of 2022 or 2023. And if you do plan on doing this, and I do, my plan is to buy and hodl for some time. And as you can see from the chart where I showed you before, 2020 to 2021 to 2022, you start to see it move up exponentially. And I think that Terra Luna will do something like this again. But right now it is too early to call it. So you have to wait to see how it plays out. And do not forget, folks, we are still in a quote unquote bearish market. There is tons of turmoil and uncertainty in the world. So keep all this in mind before you even decide to commit into this trade. Remember, folks, right now is a time to be preserving and protecting your capital. That is literally the most important thing you can do for yourself in this current time of woo. It's crazy. The best way for you guys to support this channel is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And most importantly, have an awesome day. And I will catch you all on the next one.